Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to your old Friday. You got 'em cracking, baby. Yeah. All right. Beer time, man. Thank you very much to our good friends over at Due South. Got a little Cat 3 going on.
Ooh, Cat 3.
Yeah, I am ready for some beers this weekend.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Sounds like a good little plan. I'm very excited. And somebody, thank you, tweeted me the other day. I'm wearing a Matthews Brewing shirt. And somebody said, oh my gosh, they got their hop juice in cans now. I'm like, holy crap. I got to go figure that out. It's one of my favorite beers.
No beer for you, mama, huh?
I don't know. I had wine last night at my ladies' night out event.
You're drinking tonight,
I'm going to drink tonight at the movie premiere.
Oh, and your liver's hurting.
My liver was hurting.
Yeah.
Either it was my liver or
you got
shoving my muffin top into my Spanx took a wrong turn somewhere.
Or a BM. You need a BM. A bowel movement.
I know. It feels weird talking to you about me needing to poop.
It's so funny. You always talk about your grandma always saying, oh, get a BM.
Kevin, did you have your BM today?
Yeah, my grandma did the same thing. She's
And
like,
you
how's
have
your
to say
BM?
yes. If you said no, she wouldn't. Come on, we're gonna get you some prunes.
Have some prunes.
And she had this like one of them little old granny looking bowls, a little white bowl with those like little blue flowers painted in it.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. And she'd put like 4 prunes in there. Now you don't get up from the table until you eat those prunes, okay?
But it would be weird because it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be complaining about a stomach issue. We would just be sitting on the couch talking about just watching Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Pat Sajak, have you had your BM today? Like, where did that come from? Watching Wheel of Fortune.
That'd be the thing. Yeah, every day, right about the same time. It was a big deal. It was like if you didn't shit, it would take you out.
It was. You had to shit.
It's like you would explode. Like it was self-destruct.
Sometimes I feel like that's true. I feel like if you're holding it in and you can't, it ruins your day.
Well, it's not healthy.
No, it's one of the worst things. Yeah, I mean, if I've really got to go and I don't have the opportunity, because I'm so weird, I have to go to different places.
You're not that weird about that. There's a percentage of people, I think, a good amount.
Yeah, but I've got to pretty much plan my day around it. It's such a to-do.
And the bathrooms here are disgusting.
Yeah, I don't enjoy them. But, there are times where the urge hits me while I'm here. I'm here pretty much, for the most part, by myself, maybe one other person. And so, yeah, if I have a deadline, though. If it's after 6 p.m. or 6 a.m., sorry, I will not go in there. But, see, when I go, like, in the middle of the night, like, they've cleaned it. The toilet seat's up. It's got that blue water. It's fresh.
No one's around.
It's like a virginal bowl ready for my bum. And do I break it in.
By noon, it's not so virginal.
No, it's not at all. No, that's why I'm like going, I'm not going to hop on that. I'm like, it's like I'm the 20th guy on this thing today.
You need to be the first guy on it or don't get on it.
So there's this one guy here, and it's weird because he's got a reputation and no one knows who he is. But he goes in there and he grunts so loud to the point we all think he's fucking with people. He has to be. Because why would you be that loud?
He sounds so satisfied. I've heard him, and it's just like he's totally enjoying himself. It's like an orgasmic experience he's having, and there's
and he's grunting like he's struggling with pain.
I've heard it. I was very uncomfortable. I was like, all right.
Is he messing with you?
I almost was like, I know he's doing his business, but I was almost like, all right, knock it off in there.
But people I've heard people talk about this person that are outside of the KVJ world. Like AM has had choice words about this individual, and no one knows who this masked man is.
I think Kevin knows who it is.
Do you?
There's somebody I know.
He knows a grunter. Is it the grunter that you speak of?
There's two known grunters. It's one of the two. If you have a name, I would like to know.
I'll write mine down here for you.
If it's the name that, you got, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, he was in there one time. And
Our notes check out.
I honestly almost got to the point, because, I'm okay. I'm okay with this guy. We're kind of tight. And I was almost like, all right, knock it off.
Why
already.
are you doing this? Why
like-
the dramatics?
I don't know if you're
Yeah.
like trying to flaunt it that, I'm just, or just, you just have no concept of awareness that, hey, I'm in here trying to pee and you're just, I don't know what you're doing in
Well,
there.
when you're just trying
You're
to
enjoying
pee,
your poop way too much.
You don't want to hear some guy pooping when you're trying to just pee and get
No.
out.
But you make up a good point.
the
Is it-
dramatics.
The dramatics, the theatrics, one might think, okay, this person, this is their calling card.
Do they need attention?
Yes.
Did they not get enough hugs when they were little? What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. Something's going on. Something's going on. I gotta tell you, it is kind of weird too, when it comes to every now and then, the nature gets the best of me and you just gotta go sit on a toilet.
Well, there are some times when maybe you had something that just didn't agree with
Sure,
you.
or you never know, just weird
And
stuff. Yeah.
you feel the fury where you're like, okay, I'm either going to go quickly into a stall or I'm going to explode in my pants, which is not a good look.
There is a feeling that you would think would be comforting, but I got to rank it right up there with one of the worst experiences in the world, next to having those horrific poopy cramps in the first place, and that is sitting down on a warm toilet seat. Somebody else's body heat has warmed that thing up.
so
And you
gross.
sit on, you're like, oh, the whole time, like going, I am sitting on someone else's ass heat.
Totally. And then then you get up, and then there might be a pube there that's not yours.
What if you sit and it's wet?
That's awful too. That's bad.
That happens in my house. I've
Yeah,
got Rocco and
just-
Panda,
I
and
know.
a lot of
Gosh.
times there's a wet seat, and I get so mad. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have to wipe the seat in my own house.
But Kevin's right though. When you're sitting down on a toilet that's not yours and it's warm.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
fuck.
it's the worst feeling ever. You sit down, you're just like, it's someone else's ass heat emanating off that bowl. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Have you ever had to go in a porta potty?
yeah.
That is the universe does not love you.
I've never
I-
once in my life pooped in a porta potty.
I had a
Ever
boyfriend.
one time. Nope.
I was at Sunfest and
Would
traumatized
not.
by a porta potty experience. My boyfriend at the time, who had a few many two cocktails, I went into the porta potty and I said, "Will you stand in front of the door to make sure nobody comes in?" Because I didn't want to touch the handle on the inside to lock it. And I said, "Just stand in front of the door and make sure nobody comes in." He said, "Okay, no problem." And I guess his dumb drunk ass wandered off instead of standing in front of the door. And so I'm hovering over the toilet with my dress up in my hands like this over my shoulder because I had a long sundress. I'm peeing, but
Yeah.
I don't want to sit.
Yeah.
God forbid you put your ass down in a porta potty. Gross.
Yeah.
So I've got my dress over my shoulder. I'm hovering. I'm drunk too. My whole entire vagina is out. And this random dude just swings the door open to the porta potty because it's not locked. Because I thought my boyfriend was standing in front of it.
Not so
And now,
much.
Hey, Sunfest, here's my puss.
Was it midstream?
Yes,
It was midstream.
midstream, and I'm locking eyes with this guy. He's horrified, but he also looks drunk. So I hope he forgot it.
By that time, I'm sure everybody was
Several
drunk.
bystanders.
I was at
in
a
the
bar one time. This
background
guy's like
saw
going,
it.
this one time I saw Virginia's vagina. It's like, what?
And she was pissing.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's real hot.
Wow, that sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry it went down like that.
Oh, that is tough.
That happened to me when I was a kid. I was you only had one bathroom in the little room, and I always hated going to the bathroom. I didn't even want to raise my hand. I just was embarrassed about doing it. So I'd sneak off to go pee, but I sat down when I would pee, and I would never put the light on, because if you put the light on, people knew the bathroom was used, and I didn't want anyone to know I was using it. So I thought, I'll just go in there real quick. I'll pee. I'll sit down. I'll leave the light off. I went down there. I sit on the toilet, just peeing, because that's how my mom taught me. And sure as shit, my crush walks in, puts the light on. She looked horrified, and as she's closing the door, I go, "I swear I'm not pooping." That was first grade, man. That stays with a man. So I can relate to you, Virginia.
It's terrible.
It is.
I was a grown up. I could process it. Poor baby Jaybird.
Oh my gosh! People were calling me Jason PP because we had like 9 Jasons in the class. So it was either Jason C or Jason P. I was Jason PP.
Oh.
It's tough stuff, man. Kids.
Oh,
brutal.
they're fucking so evil.
Quick little shout out to Susan. Said we're out splicing fiber optics, waiting for the After the Show podcast to start. So what up?
Yeah,
How are ya?
optics.
Splicing fiber optics. That sounds very technical and fancy.
It does.
Yeah, very high tech stuff. Yeah, we got some smart ass listeners out there.
Yeah.
Smart ass or just smart?
Both.
Oh yeah, we definitely got smart.
I like a
ass.
smart ass.
They're very powerful.
They're
though.
fun.
Got a lot of power. Next week is going to be Horror Week here on the show. To get you ready, we're going to be doing some cool ghost stories, your own personal experiences. I am also putting together a nice, impressive, abridged version of all the South Florida haunts. So if by Halloween you want to go and check out some of that stuff, there's a lot of great ghost stories from right here in South Florida. And we're also going to be doing another round of Scary Story in 5 words, which it's tricky, but it is possible to actually tell a very horrifying and scary story in just 5 words.
Question: when are we doing Breaking Bird? I just want to be prepared for that. Is that on Halloween Day?
Honestly, I don't think we have what we need to do it. So
We don't?
I don't think we're going to break Bird.
We need
At least as of right now.
It might happen Saturday morning.
Yes, that will be Breaking Bird.
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 Bird's gonna be broke Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's your breaking. That might be enough.
I feel like I addressed the fact I'm not gonna be very good on Saturday. I think I publicly made that
I
statement.
hope they know what they're getting. Because you really did come clean.
Do we need to send them an email to say, hey, what's coming at you is not going to be good Saturday morning?
It's not going to be good. It's not going to be pretty. And it's probably not going to be appropriate for children and families.
Yeah,
Are you sure this is what you want?
I'm probably gonna still have a bit of a buzz. I'm definitely Ubering there.
Well, you're going to have a buzz from the night, and you're going to have to start a new buzz because you're afraid of the park.
No. The park is good. I got my parks mixed up. For some reason, Howard Park and John Prince Park, I've always got them confused. Howard Park is the one off of. Is that by Palm Beach Atlantic, Howard Park?
I wouldn't say Palm Beach Atlantic. It's right by the railroad tracks.
Do I not know where fucking Howard Park is?
You really don't know where a lot of stuff is. Yeah.
What park is by the?
Howard Park has got a couple softball fields that are there. There are tennis courts right on the side. It's kind of like if you go down to the West Palm Marketplace that they have down there and Steam Horse Brewery. You go right over the railroad tracks on Okeechobee and you take a hard right there. And it's kind of on the west side of the convention center, just a little bit south of it.
But that's not where your thing is,
No.
right? It's not Howard Park. It's John Prince Park.
Yes.
Yes, that's Lake Worth.
Yeah, that place is cool, actually.
Okay, good. You're going to like it then. You'll be fine.
Oh, we'll all be fine, Kevin.
I'm not sure. Just give you an idea of the scary story in 5 words to get ready for next week. A scary story in 5 words. Alone in bed. Blanket shifts. Okay. That's an example. Imagine that. If you're alone in your bed,
Jay Bird knows what that's about.
blanket shifts.
I'm trying to think of one. So.
Save them for next week.
Okay.
I'm just throwing them out there so people can get them ready and start sending them in
He
to us.
just hurt his brain.
Can I play too? Because this sounds like a lot of fun.
I know you always love this game. So
I do love these
we'll
games.
see
I love games.
I know you do. We'll see what you can put together for next week.
I feel like y'all don't love games as much as I do. What are you laughing at?
Kathleen sent in this creepy Halloween story. She said, when I was in high school, we had cows, horses, goats that we kept down the road in a larger piece of property. One night I had this nightmare. In my nightmare, there's a bad storm with thunder and lightning. I look out the window and the mama goat is banging against my window trying to get in.
Oh, no.
Then really loud, I hear the devil's voice say, "Get out." So I jump in our truck and I head down the road, a long curvy driveway, and as I'm driving fast, I slam into a tree. It wakes me up. And I think to myself, wow, what a creepy dream. Then the next morning, I head down to the road to feed the animals like I did every single morning. When I get down there, I find Mama Goat dead.
What?
It looked like she'd been attacked by something with large claws and teeth.
Ooh, the chupacabra.
And the baby goats were just gone. Nowhere to be found.
The chupacabra.
What the hell?
So for over 30 years, I've wondered, Did Mama Goat come to me in my dreams for help? Was it something evil that was warning me?
Chupacabra.
Or just pure coincidence? What do you think?
That's creepy.
I gotta tell you, man, you really are good at reading these
I
scary
am,
stories.
okay.
You're very gifted.
Well,
at that.
I'm very creepy.
You're good at reading.
No.
I get what he's saying. Yeah, I like it's a great
Yeah.
compliment, Virginia. Don't ruin our great moment together.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
No, I mean you're doing really good. You
Yeah.
don't stumble. It's scary.
Yeah,
You
yes.
command the fucking room.
Well, it was good writing here, Kathy.
Do I already
Thank you.
have a buzz?
I think
I
you
hope
do.
so.
You're already morphing into I love you, man, and it's kind of ridiculous. You're not even 3/4 away for your beer.
Hashtag bird's a bitch.
I thought this was a good story. This is from Amanda in Port St. Lucie. This is on the other side of it. It's a story that has to do with spirits, but I think you might like this. You know, I was going to send in the ghost story, but it's not scary to me, at least anyway. Got my own experience. My grandfather worked for Caterpillar Tractors as an engineer for about 30 years before he passed away. He built toy tractors for my brother and for me, and I know it was pretty cool, but when he died, I was only 8 years old, and I didn't fully understand what was going on, and I didn't cry about it because I just didn't understand what was happening. So one night, about a week after he had passed, I'm sleeping in my bed. I get woken up by somebody hugging me, but it was so dark I couldn't see. But then I hear him. My grandfather says to me, "Amanda, I love you, and you be a good girl." And I felt him tuck me in, and then I heard him walk out of my room. The next morning, I woke up, and my toy tractors were arranged on the dresser where I could see them, and I just cried and cried. I knew it was him telling me goodbye. I love telling this story because I think it's cool that I got to experience this.
Yeah.
To me, there's no other explanation for this event other than my grandfather is coming to visit me.
That's fucking awesome.
So is it a dream or is it a ghost?
Such is life, Virginia.
Don't know, Virginia, but either way, I
Such is
mean,
life.
you know, maybe spirits could use the power of our dreams to come and give us messages. For the dawn of man, they've always believed in the significance of dreams and the messages that could come through them.
When she's talking about when she was 8, learning about death. I remember when I figured out what happens when you die. I was like 6 or 7. I'm walking with my mom, and I go, "So what's with these skeletons? I don't understand. Like, what skeletons?" And she starts explaining what happens, about skeletons, and it's kind of big for me. I kind of lost my shit. I was like, "What?" About 3 months later, I was in therapy. Skeletons way too big for the bird.
Oh, man, oh, man. Yep. Let me see here. We've got another email here about weed. Brandon from the Fort said, "I got a serious question about some of the show members. Smoking weed is a big topic I've noticed with you guys, and I just want to know, does Jaybird smoke weed with Denny's on the reg? I know you, Kevin, have talked about the couple of times that you've tried it, and the same with Virginia, but Jason, you talk about smoking weed all the time with Denny's. But I don't think you have ever come out and said yes or no. This might be a hot seat kind of question, but maybe you'll answer it. Now, we need answers, Jerby. Anyway, I love listening to you guys and your crazy stories. Please bring back stories from a stoner with Denny's.
Yeah, I think they're ready to come back.
Maybe we should bring him in. Does he have a story? By any
I
chance?
don't know if he does.
I don't want to put him on the spot, but
Denny's?
He's pretty fried today, not from the weed. We just haven't been sleeping much.
okay.
Denny's,
What's up?
go. Story from a stoner. Now.
Here, I'm like tangled in your cord somehow.
I'm tangled.
Shocking.
What do you plug?
Because
It's like a booby trap over there.
once it comes out of the socket, it doesn't work.
Is that a chunk of your headphone that's hanging down?
It
on
is.
the side of your face? It's,
What?
Yeah, you have as you're
is going
wearing them, your headphones are
Disintegrating. Imagine that. He's falling apart. I really want to go in the night and take all of his fucking doors off his truck Just have a video rolling when he comes out in the morning,
I
and
also-
all the doors are off. He would lose
He may just get
it.
right in.
I
It may
would.
backfire on you.
I would.
You may be like, ha ha ha, and he just drives off every day. And you're like, I can't believe motherfucker didn't realize he didn't have doors.
It might take till Wednesday for me to go, oh shit, Denny's, did someone take my door? I'm just not good at those kind of
How
things.
hard is it to take off a door?
And it might actually be a blessing. I mean, I see people with Jeeps that have no doors, and they seem to enjoy themselves.
You'll never lock yourself out of your car again.
You're right.
This
It's gonna
might
be
be a
You do that
positive.
all the time.
Yeah, I think we need to eliminate some stuff. Let's eliminate doors.
doors. This could be your thing on your house too. Just take them off.
That I have to protect.
How mad would you be if you came out to go to work and your front door was gone?
That I'd be pissed off about just because of the stalker suit.
And then you come outside and all your car doors are gone.
He's not allowed to have doors.
At that point, there'd be so much
That's
losing.
great.
And then I'm just playing a musical soundtrack of The Doors.
That'd be great. This
on.
is the end.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
I don't know what's worse.
I think at
Yes.
that point, the losing would be so great by the time I got to my truck. I'd be like, fuck it, she got me.
You get people sleeping in your car.
It'd be a great sudden death.
Animals would make their home.
Oh, you don't have to take doors off to have animals in your truck.
Denny's, do you happen to have a story that you could share with us? I know you have a few, and I won't put you on the spot. If you don't and you're not prepared and it's not going to come off right, just say, I'll pass and I'll get you one later. But
Well, no. So I remember that you guys were saying next year we're gonna start off with some. So
Yeah.
I've been thinking and gathering some. So, but I do have some for next year when we definitely start.
I'm over here
January,
going,
yeah.
I'm mad, but Daddy's got
Well,
fucking
so
stories.
a lot of the times, I mean, the stories, I mean, they're in the brain, but I don't think about them a lot. It's usually
Yeah.
somebody will say something, and I'm like, oh, snap,
Triggers it.
It triggers the memory. So that's usually how I come across them. 'cause-
I know we were talking, and you said, oh, that would be a good story, and then there was like 4 or 5 of them when we were talking.
Yeah, so whenever we're in that talking mood, sometimes they just pop out. And we were actually, Suits and I were just talking because we were talking about the audio today, how the F-bomb went out, and we were going back through history since we've been here at RMF, like the F-bombs, that from
Yeah.
day one here at RMF to now. And it's
Yeah.
funny, he was bringing up things just like how we were talking about repressed memories. I was like, oh my God, especially real bad ones. I like repress them if
How
I
many
forgot.
F-bombs have gone on over the air?
Well, when we first got here, I think it was within the first 3 months we were
There was one that went over.
Well, remember the one that was bad. I remember Kevin got pretty mad. Was the On and clip? It had an F-bomb, and then we stopped everything, and you guys are like, "All right, Denny's fix it, and we'll play it." And then I sent the audio back, and the secondary audio also still had the F-bomb in it.
Oh.
And it was because of a thing on the computer where it kept
That's right.
sending the same
Get your
file.
fan, get here, play the audio. Fuck! What?
Yes.
That sucked. But it was a glitch, so that's why today you heard me go, Kevin, are we sure we got it? I said it like 3 different times because
Yeah,
I do not
I do
trust
remember that one, yeah.
our equipment at all. I thought, oh, fuck, man. Did it go over?
And then we were taking the calls one time where you took a live call, Kev. You never do. You're like, yeah, I'm going to take a live call because we were in a topic and they were building up. And the first person you did insulted Jaybird with an F-bomb immediately. The first thing they said. And you're like, well, that's why we don't take live calls.
Yeah.
That was another time that we had to dump it, too.
Yeah.
We take live calls.
All the time.
What are you talking about, Denny's?
Well, I meant not being screened first.
Yeah.
Like taking a call without...
Unscreened calls.
Unscreened.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to
Unscreened.
say.
Yeah.
Denny's.
That's right. It was unscreened. Like, fucking Jaybird's a fucking idiot. Like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
immediately came on just cursing Jaybird's name.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's why we don't take unscreened calls.
Unscreened calls. Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, I'll come hard with some stories of it. So I'll rephrase that. I will come better next year.
Don't come
with
too
some
hard.
stories from Astoria.
Stay in your room if you're going to come hard. I don't want to get anything sticky in here. We got enough sticky stuff from spills.
Spills.
I kind of like that nickname.
Spills. With a Z.
Hello.
DJ Spills.
DJ Spills.
I got spills.
Not skills, but spills.
Okay, so answer the question, Jaybird. Just how much weed are you smoking on the reg with Denny's? That's what everybody wants to know.
Oh, everybody doesn't want to know that.
There's a couple chat room chases. Like,
Oh.
answer the question, Jaybird.
Chris M's always asking shit. I don't know what what's the question? Do I smoke weed with Denny's?
Mm-hmm. On the regs. How often is
On the
how
reg?
Often, how often is everybody around here smoking weed? We've all
Why
talked
am I-
about how often we smoke.
Why am I in the hot seat?
They just asked the question. I don't know.
Get me back
So
on the
maybe
hot
it's a
seat. And
Just answer the question.
Okay.
Get me on the hot seat. I'll answer the question.
It's a hot seat question.
Because who knows? I mean, I even smoke weed.
You're right. That might be it.
I may not even smoke.
It's a possibility.
That's a possibility. There's a chance.
Can't exclude that.
Okay. All right. Hot seat question, then save it. Maybe Jaber will not answer when you ask on the radio. You get free tickets.
It's safer to answer on the podcast than the regular show.
That is true.
Why are you putting it on the regular show? I'd be putting it on the podcast.
Why are you drinking so fast and nervously right
Because
now?
we know the answer.
First of all,
So put it on the podcast.
He just took 3 huge gulps in a matter of 6 seconds.
and that beer's
Gulp.
gone.
I am
Gulp.
not.
Your microphone's facing the wrong way.
It all happened so quick.
I hope Suits screenshot that
I
again.
just always love the Radio 101s. It never gets old for me. He's talking to the wrong end of the microphone.
Passionately.
Passionate.
Wow.
That's the thing. It's not even like it's just casually sitting there.
Here's what I gotta
Wait,
say.
I see it. There he goes. He just casually. I see it right now. I'm watching it because it's a little bit of a delay.
You see how it happens? Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
You
baby.
just your hand just pushes the microphone away and you flip it around and then you just don't even think about it. You're like, and you start talking again.
Drink.
And then you don't hear your voice. You're like, wait, my voice, I know it's coming out of my mouth, but I don't hear it in my ears. And they're just like, I don't know what's going on here.
Kevin, my microphone's broke.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fascinating to watch. It really is, just how you operate over there. Let's see here. We got this email coming in here from, okay, please wish my man a happy birthday from Lana.
Lana.
Lana is her bedroom name.
Okay, girl.
Get into
Do
it.
you know why? She thinks Jaybird could figure out what Lana means in the bedroom.
Lana.
Lane.
L.A.
Oh, licking anal. Lana. Licking anal nipples.
It's not.
Always.
I'll tell you, it's not an acronym.
Licking anal nipples always.
You keep going for that, but it's not an acronym.
Again, licking anal nipples. Always.
Again, that's an acronym, and it's not that. Could you flip your mic backwards?
And then hit yourself in the head with it.
All right, dog. Come on. Same
Now it's just
team.
piling on.
Same
Now it's just
team.
piling
yeah,
on.
now we got to fucking pile on.
Yeah.
Pile on the bird.
Lana spelled backwards is.
Oh,
N-A-
anal.
Anal. I knew it had something to do with the butt play. I knew it.
She
You know a lot
says
about that stuff.
Bird will get it because he's into that kind of thing.
So she's talking about that's what she's into.
Apparently so. Her man is going to get a little anal.
Lana likes anal.
That's what it is, yeah. That's her bedroom name. That's her real name. I won't give her real name, but that's her bedroom name. She wants to know, do you guys have bedroom names or alter egos?
So her bedroom name's about is anal.
Yeah, because apparently that's
She likes
anal.
the Lana.
Yeah. No, if I had a name, it'd be Zero.
Oh shit.
That's about it. But no, I don't have anything that adventurous.
So backwards.
I
it'd
can
be-
only wish.
Your bedroom name backwards is Orez.
Oh, that's way hotter.
Nice, that's
That
nice.
is.
Orez.
Orez.
No, it's Orez.
Oh,
Oh, I like that. I got a new name, Orez.
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
it.
I'm definitely hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Orez.
impressive.
My bedroom name is Emal.
Emal. Hold on. Emal. Male? No.
Lame.
Lame.
Ah.
Lame.
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't lame? Don't say that shit.
I don't know.
We all know Virginia's
I'm
a
sure
dead
you
fish.
tear it up.
Are you a DF?
I don't think so. I don't know. You gotta ask Panda. It depends.
Well, you always talk about how you are.
Yeah, you're throwing it out there, and then we ask questions.
I'm not consistently the same. I'll tell you that.
You are better when you have drinks in you.
Absolutely.
So does that mean you don't like sex when you're sober?
No, I do. I do. I just don't have time sometimes.
Okay, with all that bullshit. With all that, if you had time and you didn't drink, would you enjoy sex?
Sure.
Sure is not. Denny, is that passion?
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Say,
what
hey,
you say.
Kev, do you like broccoli? Sure.
Yeah, that's not what you say about a loan. You want that loan, sir? Yeah, sure. but not about sex.
I absolutely do. I just don't feel like we have enough time.
But okay, but sober Virginia, Panda.
How long does Panda take? What do you mean I don't have time?
Yeah.
The kids, man, they're up our ass. And not in that
Oh,
way.
gosh.
Not in
Whoa,
that
now
way.
you guys are a lot kinkier than
It's a weird
Lana
kink,
here.
man. It's a weird kink.
That is
Not like
weird.
Lana. Not like Lana.
Oh, wow.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you, because you always talk about me having secrets. We need to know a little bit more about you.
I think that I need more Panda time when it's just the two of us. I feel like I've got so much either work time when I'm not with him or time that I'm with him when the kids are there. There's zero time that it's just me and him.
When you're drinking, are you vocal with your sex, or is it just kind of like,
I'm not, I mean, I think you're going to find this shocking. I'm not that vocal.
That is shocking.
I save it all for you, bitch.
You called me bitch like 6 times. On the air, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Got an email here from Matt. He said, hey, has the show ever been kicked off the air due to a technical difficulty, and how do you address it? I'm sure one of your mini computers has gone down, you know, the ones that control the show programming. Yeah, it has. I mean, sometimes we just go off the air. Sometimes the computer doesn't work. I remember the one time, I mean, this has happened before. I think it was one time at Wild, the computers went down for an hour and a half.
Oh, my gosh.
If I remember right. And that was no commercials, no music. So that was it. We had to talk for an hour and a half straight. And, you know, that was, I do remember that, because I'm like, I burnt through, like, you know, and I have enough. I walk in here typically with about enough prep for about 3 or 4 shows. I remember, like, I gobbled everything up on my sheet that day. I went through about 4 shows worth of content, the 90 minutes of just straight talk, going through stuff. So yeah, that kind of happens, and that's, you know, what we do typically, and that's it's kind of like that radio nightmare. I remember when I first got into it. I think every profession probably has their own like little nightmares, and the one that you always have, a lot of people share the same one in radio, is that you're outside the studio, you've gone to the bathroom, somehow you lock the studio door, and you see the time clicking down on your song that's playing, and the dead air is going to happen, and you know, the boss is listening and all that kind of stuff. So that does go down. Also, have any of you been at each other's throats before? Unless you guys are like bread and butter, like you never argue, really. We've been to therapy before, and the therapist kicked us out. So, yes, we have had that.
The therapist said, I can't help you guys.
Yeah.
Can't help you motherfuckers. That was different, though. That was a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
There was other players involved.
And we got rid of the problem.
This is a good little heads up here. Chris B said, hey, I know you're always looking for a new venue. This place just opened. It looks like it's slated to be a good hotspot. It's right on the Delray Boca border on Federal Highway. Crazy Uncle Mike's. It's craft beer, food, and live music.
Huh.
Sounds just like my kind of thing.
Yeah, it does.
Virginia, I'm very interested in seeing Cher when she comes in January. Did you ever put something together? I've never seen her, and it's a requirement of every good gay man, LOL.
I know. I really want to do this. Thank you for reminding me, because I'm going to go look right now and find out the details of this Cher concert. I think I owe this to my gay BFF.
If I could turn back time, I'll ever find your way.
I thought you all might get a laugh off of this photo I snapped. It was my WTF moment on the way to work Tuesday. A hot guy was in Daisy Dukes Cheekies on a Suzuki crotch rocket. I couldn't stop staring. Thanks as always for your great shows and making us laugh and think. Bear hugs, Chris B. in Boca.
Oh,
there he
good.
is. Yeah, I think because he's on the bike, his shorts are riding up. So
Hey,
Man, that's got to be tough on the nuts, right?
Gotta
You
be.
need a little protection.
Get a wedge.
yeah, so I think
Oh, this is good news.
hot
Saturday,
stuff.
January 19th, so it's a Saturday night. Cher is going to be at the BB&T Center. There's no reason I should not be a part of this.
Can I go backtrack on a thing on the email?
Sure.
Do you get vagina wedgies?
All the time.
So they go in?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a common? Is that what came? I guess that would be camel toe, right?
I mean, yeah, you can have an extreme camel toe, like if you ride certain rides at the fair, or if
But are you constantly picking out underwear from your clam?
a lot, yeah.
Really? More than your butt?
Well, and two, sometimes like underwear. There's a certain kind, a bikini with a full back and a full cut is what I like the best. But not all of my underwear are that. So if they're a little bit too small or my ass is a little bit too big that day, your ass will eat your underwear more.
More than your...
Or your clam will eat your underwear more. And it's weird because some underwear, your butt doesn't eat it as much. And some it does eat. It really, materials, fabric, how old are the panties? Because if they're getting a little loose.
How old is the butthole? I think that plays a factor.
Same as me. My butthole's 45. Your butthole's not older than you, right?
No, that's not what I meant. It came out
You
wrong.
can tell how old somebody is by looking at their butthole.
Like the rings on a tree.
Do you believe that? Do you
Yes.
think you could tell?
Science.
So if you had a 25-year-old guy's butthole and then my butthole, you'd be like, that definitely birds. That's
Big
definitely...
time.
All right,
Yeah.
Suits.
Yeah, you're right. Suits got that young butthole. Suits.
Yep.
We
Line
need
'em
to
up,
see
I
your
can tell you.
butthole. We just need an up-close picture.
They also, as they get older, they get discolored.
That's what I've heard. So I hear.
I
Yep.
think they turn browner.
They do.
I feel like they do. I mean, how could they not?
Time.
Everybody's in
Yeah.
I think that's why the whole bleaching. No, you said
It
that
is, yeah.
So it is from just time. That's why your butthole turns dark like that.
I think so.
Would
Yep.
you? I feel like you would do that to your butthole if it was so overly dark to the point where it was pronounced and you could still see that shit.
If it was super brown, I think I would, just because I'm so paranoid about stuff. But luckily, mine's pink.
You have really taken a good look, huh?
Well,
you
I
obviously have had to do that where you stick your head under between your legs and pull your butt cheeks apart.
You can use a mirror.
Yeah, you've definitely purposely tried to.
Totally. You've
Well,
definitely looked
Yeah,
at your
it's not like an incidental thing where you're walking by and you're like, oh,
I know.
my
I
butthole looks-
purposely wanted to
you've-
look and
yeah.
see, especially after you have kids, you want to see how they sewed you back up.
Well, you just had too much pride with your pink butthole.
Yeah.
You've looked.
Oh, yeah, I've looked. If it wasn't pink, I would definitely.
And
Make changes.
You
does
would
that-
make changes.
Does the bleaching like take you back like years, and does it come with any kind of guarantee, or will you quickly go to brown? Like, do you get like a guarantee, like 10,000 dumps guaranteed?
That's a great question.
Yeah,
I heard on this podcast that I listened to
guarantee.
that the butt does go back. So when you bleach it, it's something you have to do like annually.
It's like dyeing your hair.
Anally?
It's eventually
annually.
you gotta keep dyeing it like a hair.
Yeah, maybe.
Gosh, that'd be tough
It's like at a certain point.
for the person doing it.
Yeah, that poor person. I mean,
But I mean, don't you get to a certain point in your life where you're just like, I got brown butthole.
What do you do when you're at a party? So it's like, so what do you do?
remember that chick that we had in here that waxed one of our balls? Somebody's.
I think it was your balls.
She also talked about how she did anal bleaching.
She did again. She was very proud with
Yeah.
her work.
Her business card had 2 hairy coconuts on it.
That's awesome.
That is pretty good. She gets it.
She does.
She gets it. All right. Well, tonight you got the premiere of So Much Blood. Going to be at the Performing Arts Academy in Jupiter at 10 o'clock. Bud's Chicken and Seafood going to be out there. That's the Bring Your Own Beer.
Yes, bring your own beer tonight. They just don't sell it there, and it's a smaller theater, so get there early. It's not a big screen. It's a more intimate theater. It's more for improv.
But there's still a $6 cover because
Yes.
we have to pay.
yeah, that's why there is a cover because they're
We have to pay for these
both
theaters.
theaters, yeah.
Both. So
Then tomorrow you got the PGA Arts Center in Palm Beach Gardens, 7 o'clock for that one. So,
yes, that's the same place it was last year.
what's the booze situation on that?
they sell booze there.
Yeah, they
do,
have
okay.
concessions there, and they had some good craft beers last year.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was impressed.
Okay.
Is that when the Bronx going? Are you going Saturday night?
Yeah, hoping to do the Saturday night. So, yep. Got to just convince the queen. I've laid it out there.
Okay.
You should call her, Jay Bird, and let us listen.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, no.
I think it's going to work out.
Okay, good.
I've got an obligation in Boca basketball game that starts at 4.
It ends at 6:59.
I think it's going to work out because, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the movie's not going to start right at 7.
Yeah.
We have the theater till 9.
Okay.
It's a 55-minute movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with Cannon. That's the only thing.
Do not
When you
bring
figure
him
out
there.
Cannon, let me know because I need someplace to put Rocco.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
Caitlin working the ice cream parlor tonight?
I don't know about tonight. You have to get a hold of her. I'm not sure what she's doing. I saw her yesterday, but I have no clue what my daughter's up to.
Maybe Caitlin could get Rocco and Cannon.
Be great, but I don't know. So we'll see. So
She's a young kid. She's got shit to do on a Friday.
she does. She might be working tonight because tomorrow it's what we're doing is her boyfriend plays on the Lynn University basketball team and they're playing at FAU. And
Oh, that's
so that's what
cool.
we're doing at 4. So
Okay.
gotta go support him. And
Have you gone to any of those games? College basketball is fun, especially that local level. I'm not talking like Division One.
I've gone to some of the Lynn dating him. When she started dating him last basketball season, so we went to a couple games.
My buddy played for Lynn, and they were very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good. They got great athletics there. It's a fun little thing, and I'm always sneaking booze in there. So,
Hey, drunk dad.
oh yeah,
We ain't
because
judging.
they don't sell booze there, but I got some. That's just how I roll.
Dad smuggles.
That's right. All right, we'll see y'all hopefully this weekend. You guys enjoy yourselves. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.